3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 means this one O. Okay, so means array means any string representation can be accessed using the positive indexing as well as negative indexing. I think it is clear. Last class जैसे array बताए थे, exactly it is also string array. We can access using positive indexing and negative indexing. Just like, for example, str1 equal to BIT Devgar. str1 equal to BIT Devgar. Next, if you want to print each element of the BIT Devgar, means BIT means each character of the string individually. So we can use a for I in str1, for I in str1. Okay, str1 is a string variable. Next, print I. So first time it will print str1 of 0. That means it will print B. Next time it will print str1 of 1. It will print I. str1 of 2. It will print T. str1 of 3. That means it will print space. So in this way, it will print each character. Each character. The next example 2. I think example is 1 is clear. Next example 2. For example, word equal to green vegetables. Word equal to green vegetables. Next, in a string, we have a lots of function. Okay, one of the function of a string is a find. Okay, searching an element from the string is a find. Okay, so print word. What is a string variable? Dot find G2. Okay, G2. So, so that means it is try to find out the G starting from the second position. Second position. It will start from the second position and it will find out G on the 8th location. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Starting location is 2. Okay. Next, what dot find? What dot find? Wedge 2. Wedge 2. Starting from means searching a wedge substring from the string word, starting from the second position. Second position means here. Okay, so it will found on the 6th location. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Starting from 0 to 6. It is starting from 2 and it match with the it find on the 6th location. The next is print what dot find tab starting from 4th position. Okay, and it will search up to the 15. Okay, so one by one it is searching from a 4th position to a 15th position. So it found at 10th location. That it returned 10. I think this string function is clear. This find is basically a string related function. Where in a string, lots of functions are there. Okay, so this is a find function, and this word is a string. Okay, is this clear? Clear hai?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Next thing, some other of a string. How to access this string of function? String object dot method name. String object dot method name and the function parenthesis. Okay. So Python offer many built-in function for string manipulation. Just like s equal to BIT Devgar. Next s dot length. It will find out the length of a s variable. Okay. Just n equal to Raja Ram Datta. Okay, n equal to Raja Ram Datta is a n is a string. Okay, next n dot capitalized, so it will capitalize. Okay, so P, it is a SP 2021 session. Okay, S equal to SP, so P dot find S. So we are searching substring SP from P. Okay, so it will find out the position where it found. Okay, just like P dot find,
Yes.
to P dot find S comma 5 comma 22. So it is searching the substring S from P, starting from 5th location up to 22 location. Okay. So capitalize means not a full capital. Capitalize means the every word ka first capital hoga. Okay. Upper function is there which will convert into the uppercase, full uppercase. Okay. Lower convert into the full lowercase. And capitalize means the first word of each character each word will be a character. Okay. Will be a capital. That is a capitalized. Length means return the length of a string. Capitalize, return a copy of the string with a first character capitalized. Find, return a lowest index in the string where the substring is found within the slice range start and end. So this is what about a string function. अब example में आ जा रहे. Write a program to count the number of vowel in a string. एक string input करना है, find out करना है उस string में कितना vowel है. Okay, so you have to input a string and find out the number of vowel in a string. So first of all, word input, enter the string. First of all, we will input the word. Okay, next count equal to 0. Count equal to 0. Next for letter in word. For letter in word. If letter in letter agar A-E-I-O-U or capital A-E-I-O-U, then counter will be incremented. If so, for each character it will check. Okay, and whenever it match, counter will be incremented, and finally it will print outside the loop. The vowel is this counter. Will print the value of the counter. So is this clear? Yes, student.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next. So write a program in Python to check whether the string is palindrome or not. Already आप लोग C वगैरह में किए होंगे, Java में किए होंगे. So string को palindrome check करना है. Okay. So first of all we'll input a string. String को input किए. Okay. String को input किए. Next after inputting, so what equal to input, enter the string. Next we'll find out the length of a string. Length of a string ऐसे भी हम लोग कर सकते हैं word dot length function. Word dot length function. What is a string variable? String variable dot length function. So by which we can find out the length of a string, or alien is also a one general function. We parenthesis we pass a string. It will return the length of a string. Okay, length of a string means basically if it is written 5 means the last index become 5 minus 1, 5 minus 1, n minus 1. So p equal to l minus 1. Next index equal to 0. Next while index means first time index is with a 0 and p is the last value. So palindrome means basically we know we'll check from the first to last, first plus 1, last minus 1. So in this way up to the middle of the value. Okay, so similarly we are checking if word of index equal to word of p. If it is match, we are incrementing the index and decrementing the p. P is a last location. Okay, and if it is not match, it will print string is not a palindrome. Okay, and if it is all it is match, it will print string is a palindrome. So this is basically the we are checking using the string is a palindrome or not. You may use a different logic also. Okay, also in a Python it is easiest. Basically there is a function is a reverse by which we can reverse it and we can compare using if it is a palindrome or not. Okay. Next, write a program write a program that read a line and then count the word and display how many words are there in the line. Okay, ये सारा आप लोग को क्वेश्चन को एक एक करके अपने से करना होगा as it is a lab paper. Okay, so first of all we input a line input कर ली. Okay, x equal to line dot split, x equal to line dot split. Okay, we take a counter equal to 0. Next, for L in X, for L in X, one by one we are incrementing the counter. So in this way, it will find out the number of word in a string. So here it is splitting. Whenever any word having a space, it will split. Okay, so here it will count out the number of word because it is splitting as per the number of spaces. Is this clear? Question is something different. Yes, students speak yes, no, कोई कुछ बोल नहीं रहे हैं.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next is write a program that read a string and print a string that capitalized every other letter in the string. So that means basically you have to input a string firstly. The print then print a string that capitalize every other character in a string. मतलब every other character, not all character, means एक character को capital किया तो एक skip करके दूसरा character को capital करना है. Okay, so basically here nothing, we are using basically the string function. Okay, so first of all we will input a string. In this string equal to input, enter the string, right? Next, we can find out the length of a string. Length of a string, we are using a len function. We can use a string dot length function also. Next, we have taken a blank string 2. Okay. Next, we have for a in range 0, length. 0, length means it will search from 0th location. Array index start from 0 and array index goes length minus 1. Okay, and for loop is also goes length minus 1. Okay, so that for a in range 0, length. Next, a mod 2. As per this question, it check every alternate. Okay, so we are checking means we are dividing a by 2. If it is completely divisible, so we'll not do anything, we'll just add it. And if it is not completely divisible, we'll convert into the upper. जैसे सबको तो नहीं करना है. Okay, so हर एक means the question is basically every other letter in the string. So that's why we have taken means जितना भी even value है उसको skip करना है, जितना भी odd value है उसमें convert करना है. Okay. See, another is Python list. So list, what is list? List is basically the sequence of values called items in a element. Okay, so in a Python, basically a set of values enclosed within a square bracket is a list. List means basically it is a collection of values. Okay, so just recall the on the first or second class I have discussed different data type of Python. Okay, in a data type we have discussed that we have a data type of a list, we have a data type of a tuple, we have a data type of a dictionary, we have a data type of a set. Okay, so all these are basically nothing but a collection. Okay, so the list is also a collection. Okay, list is also a collection. Okay, list is also a collection or set of values. Okay, it is not a similar type of value. We can store any type. Okay, but we can basically list is basically a sequence of number or sequence of any such a sequence of value. Okay, and what is the significance? How to identify? For example, we define a set. Set is also a list. Okay, but list and what is the difference between the list and set? The thing is, the list is basically it is enclosed within this square bracket. Okay, for example, the tuple is enclosed within a single bracket. Okay, that is a parenthesis. Okay, next is a set. Set is the curly braces. Anyway, list one equal to Python. So this is a set of characters. Okay, this just like list one of 0, that is a P. List one of Y, 0 1 is a Y. Okay, so this is a list. So n equal to len of list one, we'll find out the length of a list. Next, for I in range n, print list one I. So in this way, it will print one by one all the element of the list. Next, the total number of characters is n. In simple terms, list means basically the collection of value enclosed within a square bracket. Okay. So what is the difference between the list and the just say another thing हम लोग बोल रहे थे is a tuple. Tuple means basically it is a immutable. Immutable means एक बार define कर लेंगे उसके बाद हम लोग change नहीं कर सकते हैं. Okay. But list जब चाहे change कर सकते हैं. We have a lots of function. Okay, by which we can insert a list, we can remove a list, we can update a list. Okay, just say another example, it is given list 1 equal to 1 2 3 4. List 1 means one list. Next, list 2 is equal to 5 6 7 8, another list. Next, we are concatenating multiple list into another list. List 3 equal to list 1 plus list 2. Okay, means value of the list 1 and list 2 is concatenated and stored into list 3. Next, print list 3. Okay. Next, some question for the pattern. Okay. So write a program in Python to print the following pattern: asterisk, double asterisk, triple asterisk, 4 asterisk, 5 asterisk. इस तरह का क्वेश्चन आप लोग C में भी किए होंगे. Okay, on the first semester. See, for I in range 1,6. 1,6 क्यों किए? Because we know for loops start from this 1. Here 1, it will start from 1 and it goes to 6 minus 1 up to 5. Print means it will print blank. Next, for j in range I. So that j in range I means j will goes up to just like first time it goes 0 to 1. It will print 1 asterisk. Second times it will print 0 to 2, 2 asterisks. 0 to 3, 3 asterisks in this way. जैसे आप लोग C में करते थे nested for, इसमें भी हम लोग nested for ही यूज किए हैं. लॉजिक इज सेम. ये स्टूडेंट अगर किसी को कोई प्रॉब्लम है पूछ सकते हो. अगर नहीं पूछते हो, आई विल अज्यूम आप लोग समझ रहे हो, बिकॉज ऑलरेडी आप लोग सी पढ़े हो एंड पाइथन इज इजियर देन द सी. अगर किसी को सी समझ में आ रहा है तो पाइथन ऑब्वियसली समझ में आ रहा होगा. So yes or no, कुछ तो बोलो.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next question. Write a program in Python to print the following pattern. जैसे 1 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5. Same logic हम लोग यूज किए. For I in range 1,6 print j in range 1 I plus 1. Okay. First time value क्या आएगा? 1 to 1 means 1 print किया. Next 1 to 2 फिर 1 to print किया. 1 to 3 1 to 3 print किया. 1 to 4 1 to 3 4 print किया. 1 to 5 1 to 3 4 5 print किया. Okay. Another question. Write a program in Python to print the following pattern. Okay. For I in range 1 to 6, print for j in range 1 j plus 1. So that means first time the value of I become 1. So j become 1 to 1. It will print 1. I का value print किया 1 print किया. Next 1 to 2. I का value print किया, that means it will print 2 2. फिर 1 to 3. It will print I का value कितना 3 3 3 3. Next 1 to 4. It will print the value of I is 4 4 4 4 4. Next 1 to 5. It will print the value of I, that is a 5 5 5 5 5 5. ये स्टूडेंट कुछ पूछना है? ये स्टूडेंट
सर
क्या?
नो सर
ये सारा आप लोग सी पे किए हो. ओके, कोई नया टॉपिक नहीं है, कोई नया चीज नहीं है. बिकॉज ओनली हम कैसे मीन सिंटैक्स थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट है, वो सिंटैक्स बता रहे हैं. ओके, एंड पाइथन मेरे हिसाब से खाली मेरे हिसाब से नहीं है. आज का दिन में क्या होगा, स्कूल लेवल में आ गया है, मतलब मोस्ट इजीएस्ट लैंग्वेज. और आज का दिन में बहुत सारा यूनिवर्सिटी में फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर से ही पाइथन आ जा रहा है. अभी प्लस 2 में 11 12 में भी पाइथन है. ओके, सो इट्स नॉट वेरी टफ. So the next topic is a class and object. Previous कोई doubts है तो बताओ. No.
नो सर.
Okay. So class and object already आप लोग जावा में किए हो. Concept of class and object already you have. ओके, इसमें आप लोग को बहुत ज्यादा बेसिक आईटी लैब में क्लास एंड ऑब्जेक्ट का, ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड का कांसेप्ट थोड़ा सा ही दिया है. एंड दिस इज बेसिकली द लास्ट टॉपिक. ओके, आप लोग को 2 मॉड्यूल ही है पाइथन में, मॉड्यूल 4 एंड 5. ओके, एंड 4 एंड 5 में अभी 5 का लास्ट टॉपिक में चल रहे हैं. एंड ये कंप्लीट होने के बाद आप लोग को मैटलैब भी स्टार्ट होगा. एंड एक टेस्ट हमको लेना है. इज इट पॉसिबल टू टेक अ टेस्ट ऑन सैटरडे 10 बजे या सैटरडे एनी टाइम? ओनली टेस्ट, आई विल नॉट टेक एनी क्लास. यस
Sir, can you take next week, because we are coming to the college now, so we will be bit busy during the weekends.
ओके ओके, तो एनीवे नेक्स्ट वीक आप लोग को ऐसे मैटलैब स्टार्ट हो जाएगा. तो उस हमको लग रहा है सैटरडे के आप लोग ये रहेंगे बिजी, माने ट्रेन में ट्रैवल करते रहेंगे.
यस सर.
ट्रेन में रहेंगे. ओके, तो एनी अदर डे फ्राइडे वगैरह रख देते हैं. फ्राइडे
Sir, Wednesday next week.
नेक्स्ट वीक वेडनेसडे. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट वीक वेडनेसडे. ठीक है. सो हाफ एन आवर होगा, उसके बाद हमको लग रहा है दूसरा टॉपिक स्टार्ट होगा. सो अभी हम लोग डिस्कस कर लेते हैं ऑब्जेक्ट ओरिएंटेड. सो पाइथन वाज अ बिल्ड as a procedural language. It is a functional programming language and it is an object oriented programming language. Object oriented programming language means it has a feature of OOPS. Okay, it has a feature of class. Okay, it has a feature of class, it has a feature of object, it has a inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, encapsulation. कोई भी OOPS language में जो feature रहता है that having in Python. Okay, so what is class? So class basically a template which describe the collection of object, which describe the blueprints of the collection of object. Or class means basically it is a template which describe the properties of the object as well as behavior of the object. So that means class contain a data and method that can access or manipulate this data. So class let us bundle data and functionality together. So in Python, how to write a class? Class name colon the statement. Okay. In a statement, we can write a data item and we can write a method. See, bird is a class. Okay. So just like eagle, sparrow, these are the objects. Okay, just like player is a class. Okay, just like Sachin, Rahul, Dhoni, these are the object. So means class is a template. So how to define the class? Class name colon. Then we define the different items of the class, just like x equal to 0, y equal to 0. Okay, and these are the different methods. Okay. So class point x equal to 0, y equal to 0. Okay, we have not defined any method. Next, p equal to point function. Point means this is the constructor of a class, and p1 is object of point class. Next, p1.x equal to 2. So we can access the any data item using the object name, just like p1.x equal to 2, p1.y equal to -5. Okay, so can be declared directly inside the class as shown there. Okay, or using the constructor. So Python does not really have an encapsulation or private field. So basically we have defined, this is the normal, we are coming with a different example. Okay, this is normal of how we can define a class name, and then there is a data items and the method, and after that in a main we define the object, and using object we can access it. See, so we can use, just say already, if one class is already available, we can use an import class, just like from point import asterisk. So that means we are importing the point class. Next, we can create an object. Just say p1 equal to point, there is a point constructor, then p1.x equal to 7, p1.y equal to -3. Okay. So how to define a method in a class? So def name, okay, there is a syntax is self, parameter 1, parameter 2, parameter 3, colon, and this is a statement. Def name, self is a reserved word. Next, parameter 1, parameter 2, parameter 3 in this way, and this is a statement. So self must be the first parameter of any object method, that is represent the implicit parameter, just like Java में जो हम लोग use करते हैं this. Okay, this means refer to the current object. Okay, just like example class point def translate self dx dy. Next, self dot x plus equal to dx, self dot y plus equal to dy. Means whatever the value we are passing, we are storing, adding that value with a current member data. Okay, so translate is a method. Okay, and this self is a reserved word, and dx dy is a parameter. See, a complete example में आ रहे. Okay, so now we know how to define a class and how to define a method and how to create an object. Okay, class employee colon set def set data. Set data is a function. Self nas. Okay, these are the parameter nas. Self underscore name. The private variable is enclosed within a underscore. Self dot underscore name equal to n. Self dot underscore age equal to a. Self dot underscore salary equal to s. Okay, so this is about a set data function method. Next, def display data, we are passing only self. Print self dot underscore name, self dot underscore age, self dot underscore salary. So here self is nothing but it is basically a referring to the current object. Okay. Next, अब main में आ रहे हैं. So class is complete. E1 equal to employee parenthesis. So we are calling the constructor employee. We are creating object E1. E1 is the object of the class employee. Next, E1 dot set data. We are passing N as a Raja, A as a 42, and S as a 98,000. Okay, so that means employee name as a stored as a Raja, age as a stored as a 42,000, 42 age, and salary is a 98,000. Okay, E1 dot display data. Okay, it will display the value. Name is this, age is this, salary is this. Next, we are creating another object E2 employee. E2 equal to employee. E2 dot set data Rian 25 60,000. Rian 25 60,000. हेलो, हाँ हम क्लास ले रहे हैं, क्लास कब आ रहे हैं? Yes, E2 set data. E2 is another object. Rian is a first parameter is a N 25 60,000. Okay, so obviously ये name में pass हुआ, ये age में pass हुआ 60,000. Next E2 dot display data. So this is what an employee class. This is the two methods, and these are the two objects. Now tell me, is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. आप लोगों को क्लास एंड ऑब्जेक्ट में बहुत ज्यादा चीज नहीं करना है, ठीक है? सी हम एक डिफरेंस दिखाए हैं जावा में कैसे करते हैं. जावा मींस सेल्फ जो है, सेल्फ इज नथिंग बट रेफरिंग टू द करंट ऑब्जेक्ट. सी df ट्रांसलेट सेल्फ dx dy, self dot x equal to plus equal to dx, self dot y plus equal to dy. So that means dx and dy are the parameter. So अगर जावा में हम लोग क्या करते हैं, जैसे पब्लिक void translate integer dx integer dy. ओके, x plus equal to dx, इसका मतलब क्या है? ये x क्या है? x referring to the this dot x, this y reference to the this dot y. So here जो this function है उसको हम लोग रेफर करते हैं बेसिकली self से. Okay, self means referring to the current object. See another question. From math import asterisk, math module को हम लोग import किए. Class point x and y, जैसे x and y are the two coordinate. Okay, next def set location. So we'll pass two argument x and y. So self dot x equal to x, self dot y equal to y. Okay, means x, the value of x is stored into x and value of y is stored into y. Next, distance from this x to y, we are calculating square root of x square plus y square. Okay, next distance we are calculating dx by dy, that is a x means x dash minus x1 minus x2 divided by means just we put a formula, just a root of just say here dx means this self dot x minus the parameter x, there is another object, self dot y minus other dot y. Okay, means difference of a 2 point, and we are calculating using square root. So next we can access it by a point function. See, p equal to 0.3 minus 4. Okay, point is a constructor, p is object, we are passing 3 and minus 4. Next, p dot translate 1 5. P dot translate 1 5. Next, point dot translate p 1 5. So normal this thing is clear. Here we are not define a translate class. Okay, point class हम लोग define किए हैं. Okay, next point class से हम लोग कैसे access करेंगे वो देखना है. नेक्स्ट कंस्ट्रक्टर कैसे डिफाइन करते हैं. दिस इज द इनिट फंक्शन. इनिट फंक्शन से हम लोग कंस्ट्रक्टर डिफाइन करते हैं. ठीक है. कंस्ट्रक्टर इज बेसिकली सेम नेम ऑफ द क्लास. ओके, सेम नेम ऑफ कंस्ट्रक्टर मींस बेसिकली इट इज अ मेथड व्हिच इज कॉल्ड ऑटोमेटिकली व्हेनेवर द ऑब्जेक्ट इज क्रिएटेड. क्लास पॉइंट def init self xy. So the value of x is stored into method member data x, y stored into parameter y stored into y. So constructor is basically used to construct the value. So it is called automatically whenever the object is created. This is a str function. Str function is a string function. Okay, string function, it is storing the string. इसमें हम लोग ट्रांसलेट यूज किए हैं. 2 पॉइंट का बीच में डिस्टेंस कैलकुलेट करना है. इसमें इनिट यूज किए हैं. दिस इज अ कंस्ट्रक्टर. दिस इज अ डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम द ओरिजिन. दिस इज द डिस्टेंस फंक्शन. दिस इज द ट्रांसलेट फंक्शन. दिस इज अ str function. This init function is basically a constructor. It is called automatically whenever the object is created. Okay, and these are the other are the method. तो ये स्टूडेंट कुछ पूछना है. क्लास एंड ऑब्जेक्ट में आप लोग को इतना ही पढ़ना है. ओके, बेसिक आईटी लैब में जो है बेसिक आईटी का जो सिलेबस है उस हिसाब से आपको इतना ही पढ़ना है. So the next Wednesday there will be a test, and test
Yes.
will be on
Yes, sir.
online mode.
Yes, sir.
Okay, maybe आगे जो टॉपिक होगा हो सकता है ऑफलाइन हो. So अभी ये ऑनलाइन हम कवर किए हैं. ऑनलाइन ही कंप्लीट उसको कंप्लीट कर देने चाह रहे हैं.
Excuse me, sir.
हाँ
Sir,
हाँ.
will we have to take the lab file then in practical notebook, because since we are coming offline now, so we have to write all
Yes.
the
Otherwise, see, Python part is covered on online. Okay, so the Python part I will accept on online mode.
online also.
Maybe
Okay.
MATLAB जो ऑफलाइन स्टार्ट होगा उसको. पर क्या है, ऐसे नहीं है जो आपको डाउट्स जो है आप पूछ नहीं सकते हो. ऐसे नहीं है जो डाउट आपको ऑनलाइन ही पूछना है. अब डाउट को आप हाँ हेलो. हाँ हाँ क्लास ले रहा हूँ. हाँ हाँ तो यस, ये हम बोल रहे हैं जो ऐसे नहीं है जो आप लोग ऑनलाइन क्लास लिए पाइथन बोल करके आपको ऑनलाइन ही पूछना होगा. आप ऑफलाइन भी पूछ सकते हो. नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम. ओके, बेसिकली इन योर दिस बेसिक आईटी लैब 5 मॉड्यूल है. 3 मॉड्यूल मैटलैब है एंड 2 मॉड्यूल पाइथन है. दैट 2 मॉड्यूल इज ओवर. अगेन यू हैव अ 3 मॉड्यूल इज लेफ्ट. Means more than 50% is left. 60% of syllabus is left. Only 40% is over. And as it I have taken online, so online ही उसका एग्जाम ले लेंगे. ठीक है. हाँ ये स्टूडेंट.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's
Yes,
all
sir.
for this class.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think आप लोग का व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप तो है. आप लोग का व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप तो है ना.
No, sir.
सर इस क्लास का नहीं है, हम लोग का अपना व्हाट्सएप
नहीं
ग्रुप है।
ओ इस क्लास का नहीं है। एनीवे एक ग्रुप आप लोग बना करके रखना, इसलिए कोई भी इंफॉर्मेशन देने के लिए हम लोग को ज्यादा आसान होगा। ठीक है
सर इफ पॉसिबल कैन यू शेयर योर नंबर?
Yes, sir.
Yes, my number is 94313 53340. 94313 53340.
Sir, please write it in the chat.
Yes. So जो इंटरनल लैब हो जा रहे हैं, इंटरनल लैब आप लैब क्विज जो हो रहा है ये ऑनलाइन ही हो जा रहे हैं। ठीक है, and that marks will be credited. Okay student, that's all for this class.
Thank you, sir.
कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछना है तो आप लोग ग्रुप बनाओ, ग्रुप में आप क्वेश्चन डाल दो। ओके, एंड टीम में सारा चीज है, एंड एग्जाम टीम में ही होगा इन क्विज मोड। ठीक है, ओके।